Hi my friends, in this video I'm going to show you on how to chat with your YouTube channel data. As a YouTuber, I'm always interested in getting information about the channel performance, and in this video you'll see on how to do that just using chat by asking natural language questions to the data. In order to demonstrate this video, I'm going to use my own channel data as well as I'm going to use an AI assistant which I've created, which is called as datajarvis.ai, and you can also try it out. Now let us first start by going to my YouTube channel, which is called as Data Jarvis, and we can do so by going to this YouTube studio, which has got all the data related to a channel's performance. Now you can see that YouTube studio stores lots of information. You have for each video you have different information such as the number of views, the subscribers, the click-through rate, the watch time, etc., etc. But it is very detailed. It is very difficult to convert this detailed information into something useful so that it can be useful for me to see on how I can improve my channel performance. So what we'll do is we'll download this data and we will then use an AI assistant to convert this into something useful, some powerful insights. But first of all, let me go ahead and set the time frame to which I want to download this data to the year 2025. Now you can see that this data is quite complete, and once I download it, it will be downloaded in a zip file, and this zip file, when you unzip it, it will have 3 separate files, and what we are interested is in the file which is titled as tables.csv. Now once you open this file, you will see that it has got all the channel performance KPIs. It has got the subscribers, the views, the click-through rate, other information. And it has also got this additional redundant line called as total. So we can select that line and we can delete it and again save this data back in a CSV file. Now my friends, we are all set to chat with the data, and let me go to my AI assistant called as datajarvis.ai. And let me start by uploading that CSV file what we have created into the platform. So here we see that the data has been uploaded, and you can see that this data has got all the information which was available in the YouTube studio. Now let us start chatting with it, and let us start by asking a first question such as give me the top videos based on number of views. And Data Jarvis is going to reply back with all the top videos which has got very high views. So this is pretty interesting. I just got this information just by asking a question in plain English, no coding, just asking it and getting the answers very instantly. Now let me ask a second question. So as a YouTuber, I'm always interested to know that does the number of subscribers increase if the number of views increase? So if you translate that into a data science language, this would mean that what is the correlation between the views and the subscribers? So let us ask this question to Data Jarvis, and Data Jarvis is coming back with a reply telling that the correlation between the views and subscribers is about 0.87. So this is great, and let me confirm this with another technique called as correlation matrix. So let me ask a question that give me a correlation matrix, and I have this correlation between each and every KPI, and we can see that the correlation between the views and subscribers is indeed 0.87. Now 0.87 is a positive value, which means that as the number of views increase, the number of subscribers also increase, but it is not very close to 1. So this means that the number of subscribers will increase with number of views, but to a certain extent. And let us confirm this with a scatter plot. So I can say to Data Jarvis that give me a scatter plot between the views and the subscribers, and I have this nice looking scatter plot. It is really looking amazing, and I can also hover over these dots to see each and every video. So each dot over here corresponds to a video, and we can see that indeed that for some videos, if we have high number of views, the number of subscribers is also high, but it is not true for each and every video. So for example, here we see at the bottom, we see that there are some videos which has got a good number of views, but number of subscribers is 0. So this confirms our intuition of what we have seen in the correlation matrix, that yes, the number of views, number of subscribers would increase with number of views, but to a certain extent, because the correlation value is not very close to 1, but it is positive. Now let us start asking some more interesting questions, and we can ask a question such as give me a clustering with the watch time, the subscribers, as well as number of views, and make 3 clusters. So these KPIs, the number of views, the subscribers, and watch time, are in fact the KPIs which indicate on how viral are the videos. So viral videos will have high number of views, it will have high number of subscribers, as well as people prefer to watch it for a longer duration of time. So let us now see what data Jarvis is coming back with, and we can see that we have a table which has got each and every video, and we also see that there is a cluster which is assigned to each and every video. Now we can also visualize all these clusters with a bar graph, and we can see that most of the videos are in cluster 0. We have 3 videos in cluster 1, and we have 1 video in cluster 2. And we can also visualize the cluster formation using this scatter plot. And in this scatter plot, the x and y axis corresponds to PCA, which stands for Principal Component Analysis, is a way in which you can combine all the different columns into one single dimension. So it's a nice way to represent, to visualize multi-dimensional data. So we can see over here that indeed the cluster 0 has got most of the videos, and then we have our 3 videos which are in the cluster 1, and then we have our 1 video which is in cluster number 2. So what does these clusters mean? And here we need to interpret the clusters, because if you do not interpret the clusters, the clustering itself doesn't make sense. So let us interpret these clusters using a radar chart. And in this radar chart, we can see that we have different groups which are corresponding to the cluster 0, cluster 1, and cluster 2. And let us start by, first of all, selecting the cluster 0. And we can see that this corresponds to low KPIs. It means low value of views, low subscribers, and low watch time. Now let us also see for what are these KPIs for cluster number 1. And we can see that cluster 1 means moderate number of views, subscribers, and watch time. And then let us see the cluster 2, and cluster 2 is in fact the video with very high views, very high subscribers, and very high watch time. So this is pretty interesting, and based on this radar chart analysis, we can start giving names to the clusters. So for example, cluster 2, which has got a video with a very high number of views, subscribers, and watch time, would be a cluster related to a viral video. So cluster 1 is a cluster which has got videos, which has got a moderate number of views, subscribers, as well as watch time. So we can call this cluster as a cluster with rising videos. And cluster 0, where most of the videos are situated, are videos which has got low number of views, low number of subscribers, as low number of watch time. So this, we can say that they are videos which are yet to be discovered by the YouTube audience, because I know that these videos are really fantastic, but they have not yet been discovered. So we can say that this cluster corresponds to niche videos or undiscovered videos. So based on this cluster interpretation, I now have my strategy that I need to focus on this cluster 0, which is corresponding to these undiscovered videos. And one of the reasons why they were not discovered is maybe because it doesn't have a very good title or a very good thumbnail. So I can try to create a very good thumbnail and a very attractive title, which is going to make YouTube discover all these gems, all these niche videos which are available on my YouTube channel. So you can see that we have got a lot of insights from our YouTube analytics data, just using chat, just using AI in order to asking the questions in very natural language and getting back the responses, understanding the graphics, and also coming out with a strategy. So this is not possible in YouTube Analytics. YouTube Analytics is just going to throw you a dump of data in a very tabular format, but it is impossible to get interesting insights from it and develop your YouTube strategy. So I hope you liked this video. If yes, please consider subscribing to the channel, as well as try out datajarvis.ai. It is free for most of your analytic use cases. And see you soon in another exciting video.